before the video even starts, just raise your hand, little hand raise emoji in the comments if you saw this coming. What is up, guys? Welcome back. Anybody who arrived at my channel because they first saw my very first Project Pan video go up at the beginning of January, me and my bright-eyed and bushy-tailed self made a lot of promises to you about how I was going to be checking in every month, and then we moved across the country right at the end of January, and by the time I got my stuff into my new house, it was the middle of February, and it was just not going to happen. And then, as the beginning of March approached, I realized that I hate this process. The Project Pan process. The fact that I, in order to do this video, have to go pull out my kitchen scale. This is an Aries worst nightmare. Someone holding me to this level of accountability, that someone being me. And so I am going to give you guys a progress update today, and we are going to do a face of makeup, I guess, you know, with these products. And I'm gonna give you my thoughts on where I've arrived on them, because honestly, like, I did do a really decent job in the beginning, I would say through January at least, of using these products a lot. And a lot of my feelings have changed on them. So yeah, I'm gonna move y'all in. We're gonna weigh these products. I'm so sorry. I'll try and make it as concise as I can. I can't imagine anything more tedious. And we'll put some makeup on my face and chat and hang out. So let's jump in. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get the weights out of the way in the very beginning here, because this is going to be my least favorite part of the video. Back to the beginning of January. We started with the Arrive Skin Boost Perfecting Tint. It weighed 33 grams back January 2nd. Now it weighs 29 grams. Wow. 4 grams of it I used. My Fenty cream. I have so many thoughts on these things I can't wait to tell you all about. So this is the Fenty Glow. We started out at 36 grams and now we are at 36 grams. Riveting stuff. How do you make this exciting? The Becca Opal highlighter started at 24 grams and it is still 24 grams. The Tessa, what is this called? The Triple Threat Lip Cheek Stick color thing from Thrive started out at 33 grams. It is still 33 grams. And the Isabella shade started at 32 grams and it is at 32 grams. My Kosas concealer in the shade 1 started out at 29 grams and it is now 27 grams because I used the daylights out of that thing. And the PYT No BS eyeshadow palette started out at 114 grams and it is now, it faked me out. It was gonna be 113, but it's 114 still. And it's not for lack of trying, guys. All right, let's put some makeup on my face and I will talk through my thoughts and how they've changed on each of these products over the last couple of months. Goodbye, kitchen scale. Go back to the kitchen from whence you came. Okay, I want to start with a little bit of a primer situation. I'm gonna go with the Glossier Future Dew because one of the things that's happened with this Arrive skin tint is that I realized it is not quite so friendly to me as my skin is like really, really, really dry. And it's also, since there are only 5 shades in the line, like not the best match for me, and that's not been a really big deal in the past because it's been able to spread really easily, but I feel like I need to add a little bit of slip with it now because my skin's so dry that it just soaks everything up really fast. So that is one thing that I have noticed, is that it is more of a summertime shade for me and more of a summertime formula for me. I do still really like it. It says using your fingers, so I'm gonna start with my fingers because why not? I think there are a lot of people who were afraid that when I got done with, like, you know, 2 months of using this product that I was going to suddenly hate it. And that's not the case. I do still really like this stuff. It's very, very pretty. It just, again, I think that it just agrees with my skin a lot more when my skin is not so desperate for moisture. It just needs a little bit, or maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe it just needs that like slippy primer underneath. But it is still really nice. I just, you know, I get bored. I think that I learned this month that this just isn't, like, project panning is just something that's not super conducive with my personality. We talked about this when I broke my no-buy, right? I was like, hey, actually, I'm not a makeup hobbyist. I review beauty because I want an encyclopedic knowledge of it to be able to share with you guys. And for that reason, I don't feel like I have a makeup buying problem. And I also don't feel like I have this thing where I think makeup is expendable and therefore I shouldn't obligate myself to like relearn the way to interact with makeup, because truth be told, if it were just me, I would own, you know, very few items of makeup. I more have like curiosity about it. It's not an I need that because it completes me thing. And so, yeah, I think that, you know, when I am putting my makeup on every single day, a lot of times I'm trying to get my head around a product. And this has been a valuable exercise in that respect for me to get my head even more around a product. But there's an extent at which I just kind of run out of new thoughts on something and I'm like, okay, it's time to move on, you know? And I can't imagine doing this for an entire year. But look at that, it is. It's really, really pretty. And the shade actually looks okay today. It's weird. Like some days it looks darker on me than others. I don't know. All right, let's go in with my Kosas concealer. This is something that has frustrated me only in the packaging. I don't know if you guys caught it in a couple of my videos. There was sort of this like ongoing drama of the lid snapping in half because I had over tightened it in the you know, dozens and dozens and dozens of uses of this product. And over time, that little cap just gave out. And that's okay because they sent me a ton in PR, so I was able to just switch a cap out for a shade that I don't use. But that is not okay for other people because you guys shouldn't have to do that. So I would like them to hear that criticism because I'm sure I'm not the only one that that's happening to. And especially as they kind of put out another iteration of an expansion of the shade range, I think it's still got the same lids. So let me know if that's also happening to you guys. I think someone else told me that you have it kind of like, you know, electrical taped back together or something. Still, just kind of frustrating. I hate when packaging fails me. But this remains my favorite concealer formula. Honestly, I mean, it's just the most agreeable, it's the easiest to wear, and it is the one that I'm going to pan regardless, you know? But I do think that it might expire before I can empty it completely, but they did say that they tested it, and even though they have like, you know, honestly, I messaged them because like the expiration date is different on some of these. Like they sent me a bunch in PR and some say 6 months and some say a year, and they actually told me that it can last up to 18 months. And that's just sort of the testing that they have done. But that, you know, the 12 months is like the safest bet and the 6 months are like old stickers. Oh, that is so pretty. It is, it's very, very pretty. I don't dislike any of those products so far. I just kind of got sick of them. There are ones that I have decided that I do dislike though. I just had my favorite brush. I just had it. Where is that? No. Hello? Hello? I mean, EcoTools only sends me 12 of each brush, so like you would think that I would always have one handy, but there it is. I've only had this brush for a few months, but like I can't live without it now. It's one of the little interchangeables, guys. And for contouring, that little round round, I mean, it comes off. That's why I called it a lid, but you know, the round top on it. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice for getting right in there. So my kid had his second day of daycare today, and they're just doing this like trial period where they had him for 2 hours yesterday and they'll have him for 4 hours today. And I have managed to not break down crying either time. Thank you, thank you. And this morning I really thought that we weren't going to make it. He woke up at 5:49 and he had a little bit of breakfast before he started freaking out, teething, and I had already given him some medicine for it and it just hadn't kicked in yet. And trying to get him to go to sleep, I had to just walk him around and rock him while he was squalling. I cannot emphasize enough how much this is not the nature of my child thus far. Like teething has turned him into a crying monster, and I don't, you know what I mean? I totally get it. He's in a lot of pain and it hurts me to watch him cry, but like this has always been an extremely calm and even-keeled baby, and now he just like opens up and cries and it's so awful. And so today, for the first time in months, I cradled him in my arms until he fell asleep. He did not want to sleep in his snoo, and he is honestly like outgrowing the snoo from both like well, not really from a size standpoint. He's so tiny. He's still so tiny. He's 5 months old and he's only about, what, 14 pounds or something? He's so little. But no, from just a maturity standpoint, it just doesn't really seem to work for him as well. And so yeah, I just had to let him take a nap on me this morning, and I really thought that we weren't gonna make it to daycare on time. And somehow, with my husband's help, he swooped in and we got him all dressed up in all his cute little winter clothes and got him over there and dropped off to the very sweet people at his daycare. And it's just been a morning. It's so weird. At 10 a.m. Like, I used to think of my life as just like, oh, how am I possibly going to become one of those people who wakes up really early? And even if I did, like, I wouldn't be alert enough to really get anything done, you know? It's like all these people who are like, oh, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and that's how I get so much done, you know? And I'm just like, I would never do that, because I would wake up at 4:30 in the morning and then I would just go back to sleep because you're crazy. But, you know, my kid wakes me up at 5:30 and I'm just like 10 o'clock up. I'm like, I've been up for 4.5 hours? What the hell? You know, but that's life now. That's my life now, and it doesn't seem abnormal at all. I just go to bed at 8:30 or 9. Yeah, a very exciting and glamorous life. Okay, so that's just my Salt New York stuff. We know that I will pan that because I've already panned 2 of the contours alone. Very nice, very pretty. So we're gonna go in with the Thrive sticks here, and it's not that I dislike these, it's just that, again, everything kind of loses its luster when you're just like trying to use it every single day. Maybe it's just me, but that's how I feel. So this is a really, really beautiful coral shade. But yeah, these are still really beautiful, and I hope that they expand this range some more, the way that they did with the Brilliant Eye Brighteners, because Brilliant Eye Brighteners went from becoming an eye brightener that was like a highlight shade to being like a full-fledged cream eyeshadow stick collection. And I just think they, you know, should kind of chase that feeling because their formulas are so innovative. I would love to see, you know, like just a whole menagerie of them. Maybe some bronzers, some contour sticks. You know, if I'm thinking of it, they've already thought of it. It's probably in the works. Yeah, so easy. These are so easy. I love them. I do not, however, give a diddle about the little applicator brush on the other end. I tried to do that and it just the West baited me. I'm not a fan. I'm gonna use a little bit of Tessa, which I love. I love this wine color. It just does all the lovely things that I want it to do. Look how pretty that is. And they're not super duper pigmented. It's kind of funny, I should have probably compared, what did I just review? The LYS, they are not, I don't think that they have dimethicone in them, but they're very similar to this in the sense that they, you know, they don't go completely dried down, but they don't stay dewy either. It's like a really nice kind of like, I don't know, in between satin cream formula. These are a little bit more, that was a little too much, a little bit more dry when you apply them. And that's also why I think that they are great. What, where? Oh, take me to your leader. Even that out a little. We're not going for like, I don't know, full fever dream today. Also, even though I'm like parting my hair differently now, this piece of hair just can't get on board no matter what I do. No matter what I do. It just doesn't want to like ever look like it belongs on my head. And I think that my son inherited my ridiculous hairline. As his hair is growing in, it's like he has this sort of faux widow's peak, and then he has all these like weird like waves where his hair is growing in the wrong directions, and he barely has any hair yet. You guys have seen that. It's like, you know, peach fuzz, but you can still already see like the cowlicks and everything. And I'm like, I am so sorry that I did this to you. Your fate is sealed, my dear. Bless your little heart. Bless your little cowlicked heart. All right, so that's my easy, fun complexion. I love these products, I do. And I think that that's also like, this has had the opposite effect of what it was supposed to do. It's supposed to make me like passionately fall in love with these products and like remember how much I love interacting with the same things and like forming a relationship with them, you know? And it's done the opposite. It's been like, oh God, I hate rolling over and looking at you every day, you know? Like, I used to really enjoy this product, but I'm not excited about it anymore. So anyway, let's talk about this highlighter real quick, because this is the first one that like just squarely disappointed me. And that was honestly like foreshadowed by one of you guys commenting, don't use that next to your eyes. I was like, oh, well, I'll get a lot of use out of this highlighter because I can use it as a highlight in my eyeshadow looks as well. And you commented, just don't do that. It will irritate your eyes. And I was like, huh, okay, maybe. And then I did it and I was like, yeah, that really irritated my eyes. So I'm probably not gonna get any use out of this, this opal shade, just because it is actually a little bit too like deep for me. I used it on top of my lip in a video and it made me look like I had a little taupe mustache, and that is not what I'm going for. So we're skipping her and honestly probably passing that along. In lieu of that though, I want to use the one from Merit Beauty today because it gives me just the most and it doesn't move stuff around really badly. Honestly, I'm just going to yank you out. Like, you don't belong here. It's like so beautifully slippy. And this is a weird thing to say, but it's my favorite highlighter I've ever used on my upper lip. Like, it's so effective at making me look like my lips are plumper, you know? And then you put on a lip gloss and it's like undetectable. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for, oh, this old thing. Also, I just tweezed my eyebrows for the first time in like 10 years last night. I saw like Jackie Ina do her like Monday maintenance routine on her Instagram, and I watched her like tweezing her eyebrows and I was like, yeah, girl, it's time. The queen told me it was time, and I went and found my tweezers and I done tweezed my eyebrows. So I apologize to all the people who have been seeing them growing in an HD. I don't exactly have Cara Delevingne eyebrows, it's more Sam Waterston, you know? Okay, I am obviously procrastinating, not wanting to do my eyeshadow because, oh my God, I'm so bored. I've never been so bored as to have this as my only palette. It was just like, every time I would dip a brush in it, I was like, I need glitter. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do as much as I can stand with this. But it just always ends up the same. Like if I were, you know, just a regular user and getting ready for, you know, work in the morning or something, I could find this extremely reliable to just have a nice routine. It's like, oh, I know what I'm going to look like and I know what colors I'm going to use and I don't have to think about it, kind of thing. But that is not how I think about makeup. I think about makeup as, how can I brighten my day? How can I make, I don't know, something exciting happen? How can I discover something new about my face or about the possibilities of a formula or something like that? And I just ran out of runway on this one. It's still really pretty and it's definitely one that I reach for pretty often for back me out of trouble situations. I think that that's how I divide my collection, is like, you know, there's just the ones that I get excited about and the ones that I know I can count on. And this is one I know I can count on, but I think, again, I ruined our relationship by just like spending too much time with her. We've all had that friendship, you know, where you're like, oh, we should be roommates. And then you're just like, I hate you. That's what happened. So I'm wondering, because I should have heeded Kyla's warning when she did her, you know, how to start project panning video back during Fishmas. She said, you know, if you might not be a project pan person. And that's okay, and that you could do like a monthly or bi-weekly makeup bag instead. And I had never heard of that format of a video either, but if that's something y'all are interested in, it's basically like what I ended up doing this time, which is just sort of picking a face of makeup, familiarizing myself with it over the course of a month. Even as like agonizing as that was, it was still, you know, I can take a month of anything kind of thing. And then being able to give you guys a really great, very, very detailed, well-worn kind of review of specific products, having used them and forced myself to use them in different ways over that month, and then just getting to cycle them out when I'm done, because I can only take so much. So let me know if that's something I want to do. What we could do is I can kind of narrow it down to like 2 products in each category and have y'all vote on my Instagram, you know, just run a poll for each, like for the complexion products, for the eyeshadow, whatever, and that will like pick it, and then I'll just use those for a month, and you'll still hear me complain. Like, that's going to happen, but we don't have to do all this weighing crap. No offense to project panners, but like project panners, I feel like have a very, very like large Venn diagram cross section with bullet journal people. And you guys know I will never be a bullet journal people. I cannot, with spending more time organizing my thoughts than actually executing them. That does not bring me any kind of peace. It gives me like more to do. I just want to do something fun. I don't know, it's kind of boring. Everything's kind of boring. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try really hard. I'm just gonna go in with the purple shade and I'm gonna try really, really hard. But I'm making no promises. But it's a very pretty formula in terms of like sticking and spreading evenly. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. And then I'm gonna use the gray one, the gray shade, and get some more depth here. It is a very brilliantly composed palette. You know, it does work really well for what they're going for, although that was a lot, Kackie. Gray, really? Oh, you know what Tati always says, if you mess it up on one side, you gotta mess it up on the other side. Go for the gold. Yeah, so this is my attempt at doing something exciting with this palette, and now I've just made mud. That's mud, fam. Oh, it's still such a pretty formula though. It really is. Like, these shades might not be exactly what I want right now, but it's like so forgiving when you reach a brush in there and you decide I want to blend something that's already been on my skin for 5 minutes, it'll still do it. And it's actually like very forgiving in that sense. So I'm going to do what I always do, and that is I'm going to reach for a glitter in order to save my life right now. Save my life with some glitter. Save my life with some glitter. Glitter, 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 glitter. Oh, there you are. Everybody hates these. Everyone hates them. Everyone's mad that they're just glitter. They're not like, you know, some kind of innovative eyeshadow formula. These are the Lawless Bio Glitters. I like them, okay? And you have to kind of do them like you did with Tati's glitters, where you kind of tip your head back so you don't get a ton of fallout, but they stick better than a lot of other stuff I've found, okay? I like them. And nothing has ever been hurt in my makeup world by adding pink glitter to it, okay? So that's how we remedy any situation, is with pink glitter. Low key, that's kind of ugly. Oh, okay. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some, and I don't think that I even could save that. So let's put on some brow and some eyeliner and some mascara, and I'll be right back with you, okay? Okay. It is my magnum opus. Thanks. I hate it. All right, so I ended up cleaning up a lot of the fallout underneath my eyes, which I feel like at least consolidated the chaos a little bit. And now I have this kind of purpley, pinky brown thing on my eyes, and I don't hate it. And it's a little different than what I typically do. So, you know, we're winning there. And let's talk about some lips, because I think that that's the last category here. So my lip choice was the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb Cream. And it's kind of funny. I thought that I had thrown out the other Gloss Bomb, but I didn't. I have it. I have the original one, the regular one that's not the cream. And there was something that I had forgotten about this formula that I didn't even remember until after I ordered the gosh darn lavender one. Where is that one? I love this shade, Mauve Wives, but I forgot that I hate the way that these things taste. They taste bonkers. They're so weird. Actually, I think Mauve Wives would look better with this than the Fenty Glow, and the Fenty Glow actually like is not the most flattering shade on me, but maybe I'll just mix them, since I have both of them. Oh. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's do a little bit of Fenty Glow here. The other reason yeah, my color just, it's too, I don't know what it is. It's like it's too intense. I don't know whether that's the shade or the formula, but it's just too much, like, too much pink. And yeah, the other thing that I don't really love about this is just that I've gotten so used to the liquid lip balm formulas like Vesca that, you know, a regular lip gloss or a lip cream just kind of isn't that appealing anymore. That's pretty. I put I don't know. I don't really like that color on me, but this is Mauve Wives, and it's gonna be lavender enough that it kind of pulls that back from the pink precipice, the precipice of pinkness. And I still just feel like maybe it's a little too much look, you know? Because I've got my eyes going and everything. It's just a little too much look. Like I just want clear, or, you know, something really subtle or cooler. Just something. It's just too much as a makeup, as a full-on look. It's just a little too much. So actually I'm gonna go with Ginger Lily from Vesca because it's very, very cool tone. And it's pretty clear on me. That still might be a little much. It's all a little much, fam. I think that we crossed over into a little much territory when we did my eyes, so I'm not really sure there's much to be salvaged there. But, you know, I still think that we need more blush. Hello? This is she.
Okay. I can get a shipment out to you the Friday before on the 12th. Is that a good day for you? You have yourself a great day.
You too, thank you. Sorry, that was my, my pharmacy calling me. So, this is the final look, guys, and I am officially admitting defeat on project panning because I think that it is a mismatch with my personality, to be honest. And I have realized a lot about these products. So to recap, the foundation I still love, the concealer I still love, the eyeshadow palette, it is a very good eyeshadow palette. I'm just bored to absolute yawns with it. The lip gloss balm things, they just don't go with the makeup look that I was like trying to put them with, and I don't love the taste of them. So there's that. The blush sticks I'm still obsessed with, but like I can't be shoehorned into wearing the same 2 blushes every single day. Again, it's like you wear out your welcome with these things. And so I don't want to hate any of my makeup. I don't want to dread using any of my makeup. And Kyla calls it hate panning. I didn't set out to hate pan anything, but I already feel like there are certain things that I would be hate panning. And the highlighter, again, I'm just gonna pass this on to somebody who's got a deeper skin tone in my life to get some use out of that, because it's just too dark for me. Opal is just a little bit too dark for me. I don't know why I thought that that was going to work. So anyway, let me know if you guys want to do a monthly makeup bag or a bi-weekly makeup bag or something like that, if that's even useful to you guys, or do you just want me to stick to my big, chaotic Aries energy and just keep churning through as I see fit? Y'all just let me know. Let me know down in the comments. And for some of you, this might be disappointing, but anybody who has been on my channel for a long time probably saw this coming a mile away. They were like, you weren't gonna like this process. So anyway, kudos to the people out there who are really good project panners. Congratulations to you, because it's not as easy as it looks. But if you guys found this valuable, do give it a thumbs up. If you thought it was fun, give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you did. Thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.